Alright, so now we've cut everything to length, we've made our pocket holes, and now it's time
Wait, I'm gonna zoom in on the pocket holes.
to go ahead and start assembling our structure. So I have my 4x4s and I've marked where the one shelf's going to be. The other 2x4s are going to go at the top and the bottom. The other thing we've done, we've cut slots on the top rails. The reason we've done that is that the wood top has grain that runs the long way. So if you look at the top, you'll see that the longer side of the top has grain running that direction. Now, when wood expands and contracts, it does so against the grain. So if we rigidly fasten that tabletop to our 2x4s, it might warp or crack or do something strange. So we don't want that to happen. So we're going to use tabletop fasteners, which we'll show you later, in order to fasten this. So if you don't have tabletop fasteners, something you could do as an alternative is that you could just hollow out the holes, kind of wallow them out with a drill bit and make them extra large that you're going to use to attach the tabletop to the rest of the frame. Just make sure you allow for movement, so don't have it super tight. That would be bad. The other thing we've done is we have a couple of spacers that I've made, and this just allows us to put these 2x4s a little bit inset from the 4x4s. I think it looks a little better. You don't really have to do that either. If you just want to make everything flush, you could. So the top and bottom boards are going to be flush with our 4x4s, and I've already marked all 4x4s together, 9.5 inches down, which is going to be the top of the middle 2x4. So we're ready to get started. We'll start with a little glue.
But do not use craft glue.
We're using wood glue.
Okay, so now we are going to attach these little thingies right here to make our tabletop connect to our bottom.
Why are we doing it this way, PJ?
Because
What does wood do?
it will expand.
It'll expand and contract, and it expands and contracts. Does it go with the grain or against the grain? Against the grain. So you can see the grain in our tabletop and the direction it's running. And if we rigidly fastened the bottom, that would be a problem. So we're going to use our tabletop fasteners, and let me give you a little close-up of that. So the tabletop fasteners attach into the slots, and you just want to loosely attach these. So as we said, you don't want to make these too tight. So I used an impact driver to drive them in, and now I'm going through with a hand screwdriver, and I'm going to make them a little looser to make sure that my wood really can move.
But why do you want it to move?
Because I don't want my top to crack or warp. Okay, so now we've got our cart all together and it's starting to look like a cart. We put the casters on it. We have the tabletop attached, and let's see how it looks on the floor. And there we have it. We have our cart, and it's on the ground.
And now to turn it into a go-kart.
So we just have a couple more steps. We need to put our shelves in, and we need to also work on
It rolls kind of slow.
the part that holds the monitor.
Okay, so now we are bolting ourselves.
So what do we have so far? Did we test fit everything?
And it all fits.
So we have added on to the cart. We've put in 2 shelves. And they need to be attached. And we also built this little shelf here for the monitor. Now that shelf also has a little board on it, and it has a dowel in it that's used to hold up the motor for the CNC machine.
This is the motor.
So just a little bit of sanding and a couple of nails or screws, and we're pretty much done.
Oh, and adding a pegboard.
Oh yes, and we were gonna add some pegboards to the sides and the bottom just to get some additional storage out of this. Well guys, we finished our cart. So as you can see behind us here, we have everything all nicely set up. So we've got our stand for a monitor, we've got a place to hang our motor, we even have a pegboard we added on the side. And with that, we have finished this episode because we finished our cart. So we'll look forward to some more exciting woodworking in the future on
Two
Phillips,
Phillips,
Two
Shopsmiths.
Shopsmiths. We'll see you then.